So this is Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. And,
it's awesome.
yeah, it's like one of our favorite books. Do you want to tell the plot line?
Sure. So basically, the entire book is basically just about him working his tail off so that he can get the one thing he loves, which is this dog. And so, dogs. He gets 2 dogs. And so he finds this newspaper, and it's 2 dogs. I'm not sure what kind of hounds or something. Yeah, they're hounds. So he can hunt and stuff. So he works barefoot in the thorns, picking berries and catching worms for fishermen, and just like working for 2 years so he can save up the money to finally get his dogs. And then, yeah, and then he does other stuff with his dogs, hunts and stuff. And it's, I don't know, it's just really awesome. It talks, so it kind of shows that when you what you love to do or whatever, or what you're going for, it's not just going to be easy. There's a lot of hard work that you have to put into it to be able to get the thing that you love, and so that's cool about it. What do you like about it?
I really like how hard he works to get the dogs. He just works his tail off, and it says a lot of the things that he does. And then when he gets the dogs, he takes such great care of them. They're like his children, pretty much, because he loves them and they love him, and they do all these things together. They catch a coon, and it's in this huge tree, and he chops the whole tree down, and it's 20 feet wide or something, and he just stays up.
Well, it's because he made a promise to his dogs that if they would catch his first coon, he would chop down the tree so they could catch the coon. And the trees, the biggest tree in the forest, massive. So he spends 3 days just sitting there next to the tree chopping
because he promised his dogs that if they could tree a coon, he would chop
he's
down
got
the tree.
blisters all over his hands, and finally he cuts
and then
it
his
down.
dad comes and he chops down the tree for him because he knows how much it means to him. And
he's done so much work in it already.
Yeah.
And then what's really cool about it too is at the end he gets to go. Will I give it away? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to give it away.
What?
Okay. Well, anyways, at the end he gets to go to this. Well, I don't give away the whole book. I don't want to say that. Anyway, okay, we'll just not say that. Okay. But yeah, it's a really good book, and it's funny, and it's also what's really cool is it shows. He's so unselfish. The dogs went on sale and didn't know it while he was earning all this money. So he had some extra money that he had after he bought the dogs in town. And he spends it all on his family. He buys his dad a new pair of overalls. He buys his mom and sisters a whole bunch of cloth, and then he brings it home as a surprise, and his little sister's candy and stuff. And so he's just super generous that way, that he gave away all the extra money that he had, which is $10, and that was a lot back then.
Yeah, instead of spending it on himself and,
Yeah. Or even just buying food for his dogs or something. He just.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yep. What?
That's the ending style.
Oh yeah.
I don't like to think about it.
when I first read this book, we read it on tape, and we were like.
No, I listened to it. I read it first. I didn't listen to it too.
Oh really? Well, I listened to it on tape when I was 8 or 9. And the ending is really sad, so I bawled my eyes out.
Yeah, the first time I read it, we lived in this house in the woods, and I was reading it in the backyard on this wet day, and we had this forest in the backyard, in the middle of the forest on a chair, in this wet day, reading it, and I was just bawling, and I was okay, no, so I just closed the book, I just walked away, went in the house, but yeah, it's...
But don't make that, because you don't want to cry, you don't read it or whatever,
it's
because it's a beautiful ending. But it's so heart-wrenching. It's really good.
Yeah.
So
you should read it because
Where the Red Fern
I've read it
Grows
3 times.
by Wilson Rawls.